is foster care? Foster care is a system by which adults care for minor children because their parents are unable, unwilling, or unfit to care for the child.
In some cases, there is little or no chance a child can return to their parents' custody, so they need a new permanent home. In other situations, children only need a temporary home until their parents' situation changes.
Foster care can be informal or arranged through the courts or a social service agency. In any case, the children need somewhere to stay until a permanent home is possible.
The goal for a child in the foster care system is usually reunification with the birth family. That may be changed to adoption when this is seen as in the child's best interest.
Unfortunately, many children end up bouncing from foster home to foster home, never finding a permanent family. In this regard, the foster care system is clearly imperfect, since it often adds more instability to a child's life.
What can schools do for foster children? The children have the right to be immediately enrolled in the new school without any previous school records, immunization records, or uniforms. Students have a right to remain in their school of origin. If the child's residential placement changes, the school district must allow the child to remain in her school of origin for the duration of the school year, provided it is in her best interest to do so. In addition, foster children's grades cannot be lowered due to absences caused by a change in placement, attendance at a court hearing, or a court-ordered activity.
All counties have an educational liaison for foster children. Their role is to ensure proper school placement, enrollment, and checkout from school. They also assist with the transfer of grades, credits, and records when youth transfer schools, and complete school record transfer within 2 business days. Caseworkers and probation officers may access the child's school records without parental consent or court orders so that they may assist with school transfer or enrollment.
What can teachers do for foster children? The children need strong advocates in their schools. Teachers need to be understanding that many children and youth in foster care have a harder time learning because of their life experiences. They may have been in educational settings during which they were not well supported because they were viewed as transient students bound to be moved again. Teachers should support the student's development by ensuring that routines are regular and that the student has opportunities to practice the needed skills and is alerted to any schedule changes. Help offset the chaos in the student's life by providing structure and predictability in your classroom.
Invite the resource parents, foster parents, kinship caregivers, adoptive parents, etc. to work with you in assessing the student's current level of achievement and setting reasonable goals for the academic year. Encourage students to participate in holistic educational opportunities like after-school programs, extracurricular activities, and special school events.
Teachers can broaden the diversity of their classroom by providing families depicted in books and materials that include foster families, adoptive families, and relative caregiving families. Here are some examples. Families Change, a book for experiencing the termination of parental rights by Julie Nelson, tells the story of how all families change over time. Sometimes a baby is born or a grown-up gets married, and sometimes a child gets a new foster parent or is newly adopted. Children need to know that when this happens, it's not their fault. The goal of this book is to help that children understand that they can remember and value their birth family, but also love their new family too. The book uses straightforward words and colored illustrations and offers hope and support for children facing or experiencing change.
The Family Book by Todd Parr helps children and parents alike to celebrate the diversity of every family and uses colorful images and humor to show that the unifying factor in every family is not appearance or personality traits, but love.
Murphy's 3 Homes, a story for children in foster care by Jan Levison Gilman, tells the story of Murphy, a good luck dog. Although he goes through 2 different homes in an animal shelter and starts to feel like a bad luck dog nobody wants. The story follows this adorable pup through his placement in the 3 new homes as well as through his anxiety, self-doubt, and hope for a new loving family. The dog is finally placed in a caring foster home where he feels comfortable and valued. He learns that he is not a bad dog after all, and he can go back to being the playful puppy and the good luck dog.
Brave Bart by Caroline Shepard is a story for traumatized and grieving children. Brave Bart is a kitty who had something bad, sad, and scary happen to him. Helping Hannah, a neighborhood cat, helps Bart overcome his fears and become a survivor. Brave Bart normalizes the many trauma reactions children experience.
An educational aspect of the classroom teachers must take with sensitivity towards foster and adopted students is the social studies units that deal with family history. Projects like Family Tree, Bring a Baby Picture, and Trace Your Genetic Traits can be particularly difficult for students.
Basing lessons on a traditional family configuration not only excludes these students, but may also trigger strong grief reactions. Rather than avoiding the family tree assignment, parents and educators can use it as a tool to teach children about the many varieties of family structures.
One of the popular standards is to have students fill out a family tree. Traditionally, family trees are set up similar to the one on the screen and do not leave any room for additional situations that may have occurred. A rooted family tree gives students the flexibility to add any types of branches to the tree that they would like. In a family wheel diagram, students can show all the people they've met that love and care about them. If the foster student is comfortable, they could also use a family house diagram to show the different houses that they have lived in over time.
Cultural or ethnic heritage assignment. One of the problems is a child's ethnic or cultural background may be different from that of his family. The student may be instructed to write about his or her birth heritage, even though she might prefer to study her adoptive family's culture, or vice versa. A solution: since the goal is for students to learn about other cultures, allow them to choose a country or a culture of interest rather than one based on their family. For example, if the student is interested or likes to eat Chinese food, maybe they could study Chinese culture.
Hi, I'm Alexis Turnbull.
And I'm Emily Essen.
We hope you enjoyed our presentation on handling foster care families in your classroom.
Here are some important takeaways to remember.
Be sure you provide a stable, consistent environment for your foster care students.
Encourage extracurricular activities.
Offer a diverse variety of literature on families.
And be prepared to provide an alternative assignment when dealing with family history projects.
Thank you for watching our presentation.
Thanks.
Bye.